Hi, welcome to the channel. My name is Keith too. I'm an artist born and raised here in Atlanta, Georgia, and today I want to show you one of my sketchbooks. As you can see, these are all about pocket sized. So about 2 years ago, I kind of transitioned over to these pocket sized notebooks and sketchbooks because I wanted to sketch on the go a little bit more, and more I was not carrying bags around, so I didn't have room for those big old sketchbooks. So these really come in handy. So I'm wanting to show you one in particular today, and to kind of give you a glimpse at what I like to draw and sketch when I'm on the go. Alright, so let's lay these out. So a lot of these are moleskin sketchbooks or notebooks, and I really like moleskin. Some of them are actually handmade by my friend Josh, and so he does really cool stuff like this. Puts these quotes on them. If there is no struggle, there is no progress. Frederick Douglass, great quote. He hand writes those, he letters them, and he's a really good artist. And I'll figure out some way to promote him in a later video. But this is really filling up the screen. Boy, we'll have to go over some of these in the future. All right, cool. But like I said before, we're not looking at any of these. Let's go ahead and pull out the one that we're going to look at today. All right, this is actually not a moleskin notebook. This is a Stillman and Burns notebook, sketchbook, and the paper inside is craft paper. So unlike a lot of these where the paper is white, which is very standard, pretty cool, this is craft paper. And what's great about this, and why I really wanted it, was that it already established a mid-tone. So all you have to do is use highlights and darks. So you can establish your highlights with the white gel pen, and you can establish your line work and your shadows with a regular big pen, which I love. I always carry around, easy to carry. So let's go and hop into this. So a lot of this notebook has a theme, or a lot of the sketchbook has a theme. And that's MARTA. And MARTA is the transit system here in Atlanta, Georgia. And so I was writing it on my way to my day job. I wrote it for probably about a year or so, and I just saw the opportunity to draw while I was writing. And so this sketchbook here documents a lot of that. So the first thing here we have is a gentleman waiting in the 5-point station. And he just listening to music, looking on his cell phone like just about everybody else on the train. And I really liked the drama his pose gave, and it was just really fun drawing him. This is one of my favorites as well. This was a couple in the seat right ahead of me, in front of me, and I just like the story this tells. You can tell they are perhaps in love, just going somewhere together, and very much a couple, very affectionate. And you don't really see that a lot on the MARTA station. Usually people are all business and looking down on their phones. And so this was a unique look at some of the humanity, I guess is the best word to use for it. And it's really good. So I kind of snapped a picture of this to draw more of it because I really wanted to capture this moment. This was a lot of fun. As you can see, like I said before, I used the big pen to do all the line work in the dark shadows, and the gel pen to create all the highlights. Yeah. Some more sketches. Like I said, I have a day job as well, and so when I'm in meetings and sometimes they're not talking about information that's pertinent to me, I will draw people. So it's a lot of fun trying to get some practice in. This is another gentleman on the MARTA. He had the headphones in, looking straight ahead. And MARTA is a great place, or any transit system, wherever city you're in, it's a great place to draw people. Sure, you have to be quick, and you don't want to let people know you're drawing them, but usually people are looking down at their phones. That's what we do now. So it's kind of great practice because people are not generally looking at you. And if you sit a little bit further away from them, it's pretty easy. You can get a lot of good life drawing practice in. Let's see here. another meeting drawing. And I also saw this cushion. And I was really trying to use some line work to really get the volume of the cushion punching out and dipping in these where the buttons go. I guess they're called buttons. I don't really know, but you know. Let's see here. I wanted to include this one because these are a lot of mess ups. This sketchbook is not, as you probably already could tell, not perfect, and so I mess up a lot, especially when drawing kids. And kids are a little difficult for me because less is more when drawing kids, and so you don't want to over detail them or put too much detail in their facial features because then they start looking older. And that's not what kids are. They're not older. So this was some of the sketch work I did before landing on this one. And to be honest with you guys, he still looks a little older than he actually is. This is my son. We were going to the airport and he was riding along. Some more people doing what people do on the train, looking at their phone. That's all right with me. Here we go. Some more people. This is one where we're waiting at the train station. Hanging out. I think this was after Dragon Con. If you guys don't know, Dragon Con is like this big sci-fi, comic book, anime convention down here in Atlanta, Georgia. And I love going to it every year. So that was always a lot of fun. And so I think this was coming from Dragon Con at the end of the night, if I remember correctly. This was on an airplane on the way to my friend's wedding. This guy moved a lot, and so I had to keep drawing him over and over, and it kind of created this collage of the guy in motion, even though he was sitting in his airplane seat. I think that's what I was going to say. His seat the whole time. She, on the other hand, she was knocked out, so she was right across from me, so it was perfect. I was able to take my time and draw her. It was great. I went to the barbershop in the DC area, and there was this really cool old school barber chair. And I was able to kind of capture that as well while my friend got a haircut. This was looking out of the window while in the airport. I believe this might have been Baltimore's airport. I kind of don't remember, guys. Sorry about that. So West Elm, I'm not sure if you guys have West Elm. It's like a home furnishings and home decor kind of place. West Elm has this great program where they allow local artists to come and do a little pop-up shop. And so I was able to do that twice, I think, last year. And during one of the slow times, I kind of just drew the store a little bit. Let me see if you guys can see that. Yeah, I drew the store a little bit. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, great opportunities if it's in your city. Please take advantage of that. This one was of my barber cutting the guy in front of me. And his name's Rio, and he's pretty awesome. I always say, if your barber doesn't have life advice for you, then he's not a good barber. This marked the occasion of my daughter's birth last year. Yeah, this was a great moment, as you can imagine. And I drew her again, this time less dramatic, more sleep. So yeah, this is probably a little more cute picture of her. Doing some hand studies in preparation for this next sketch. Yeah, just really trying to show blessings flowing down from heaven, kind of being held in your grasp. And so yeah, this was a lot of fun, just playing around, honestly. You can kind of see a lot of these sketches in different places on my Instagram account, at Keith 2 Art as well, if you're interested. More hand studies. This is my lovely daughter crying. She does that a lot, but it's cute, so it's all good. This is her again in a bear costume. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And as you can see, all the stickers I collect are put on my sketchbooks, kind of creating their own piece of artwork. I eat a lot of fruit, can you tell? So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. And if you're interested, I have another book. This one's called Atlanta Native. And a lot of the sketches you saw in my sketchbook that I showed you today are in this book. If I flip through here real quick, it shows a lot of those MARTA sketches. There you go. As well as some of my artwork, my process for my artwork that I create. So I'll show you the sketch and the final. But if you're interested in this is available on my website, keith2.com. That's KEITHTWO.com. But yeah, this is the beginning of a journey here, guys. And I hope you join me for it. So please subscribe and like this. And yeah, let's do something great. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye.